What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Um, how did the mill and the escape shift deck go? Well, I probably played the escape shift deck like absolutely horribly. Again, I um, I told everyone that this is the first time I've ever played the escape shift deck. And modern, I believe, is a skill-based format. It's one of those formats where you kind of want to be really good with a particular deck. I am not very good with Scape Shift, and I don't really know the modern meta, which is another reason that in my spare time I'm kind of playing around with a modern deck so I can run into more modern decks so I can kind of get a little bit better with modern decks. Like you play modern to get better at modern. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I had a little bit of time tonight. I wanted to get a couple more reps in with my Teshar deck. I've been looking around at some other cards that I may or may not need to put into the Teshar deck. Actually thinking about putting something in that would pitch some stuff in the graveyard to be able to allow me to actually like look at some cards, maybe grab my Teshar. Thinking of maybe some of the old cards that allowed you. I'm trying to think of the name of them. They're like green black or something like that, like mulch or something, to be able to just throw some cards into my, like, be able to look at a bunch of cards, take the Teshar, throw everything else in the graveyard. That's kind of what I want to be able to do. So I may end up making some changes. We may see a lot of things going tonight, but for the most part, I'm going to try to hang out with you guys. I'm going to try to talk to you guys a lot during this. So if you've got nothing better to do tonight, hang out with me, and we'll play some Magic. Sean, I'll actually probably just pull that up here in a little bit. I'm going to get a rep in here real quick with my Teshar deck, but this is one of those streams where I'm not really worried about what's going on the stream. So if you guys want to talk, hang out, do some things, we want to pull up some decks, something like that, we'll do whatever. Not really worried about the theme or how things go during my late night show. It's it's just late night hanging out with me. We're gonna play some Magic, and we're gonna learn some things and go from there. You got work tomorrow, but Mondays are almost as dead as your soul. So you should be fine with however little sleep you want. Well, buddy, you hang out as long as you want, and then whenever you get ready to take off and go to bed, you do that, and we're gonna play this Teshar deck here. We're gonna see if we can combo off on some people. Mondays are usually meh for me. It just depends on how Val's projects go. If she has too many projects, then there won't be a whole lot I can do. Man, this looks like a terrific hand. I'm going to keep it. Probably just going to turn one Terrarian, and then like turn two. I don't know. Maybe we should just turn one Stirrings. I'll keep, though. I mean, I'm 100% going to keep. We might just Horizon Canopy, Stirrings, and then go from there. River of Tears, Expeditionary map. Okay. Don't know what we're playing against. Yeah, I'm just going to Ancient Stirrings here on one. Scrap Trawler is terrific, but then again, so is Mox Opal. I think I want the Scrap Trawler, though. So I'm going to grab Scrap Trawler. Like, if the rest of these would be thrown in the graveyard, so I could have just threw the Scrap Trawler in the graveyard, that would have been so sweet. But, yeah. So that's our turn one. And we grabbed a Scrap Trawler, so the opponent kind of knows what's going on here. Or at least he thinks he knows what's going on. We'll go Buried Ruin, Terrarian, Chrome Star. Counter for the Chrome Star? No? Okay. Double blue, Sax's Expeditionary map. We'll see what he goes and gets. Urza's Tower. Wow, so that was a really bad opening hand for Tron. I think Tron's supposed to just mulligan to the Tron lands. But, yeah, I think we just set up for the keel. So, I think we scrap Trawler. Yeah, just scrap Trawler here. I mean, if he counters it, that's terrific. As long as it doesn't exile it, that's fine. Getting a card out of our opponent's hand will be terrific. So, got me, opponent. You got me. Darn. Darn. We'll just pass. I think next turn we're probably going to play Master Thopterist. So we can kind of go from there. Tectonic Edge. Destroy target non-basic land. Activate this ability only if opponent controls 4 or more lands. Seems fine. Well, I think I'm just going to tap these for blue. We'll see if he wants to counter our Psy. Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3 cards unless... Okay. We'll see what happens here. So he discarded Wormcoil Engine and Thirst for Knowledge. So we drew a... Ooh, we drew another Teshar. I'm just gonna play the Master Thopterist here and pass the turn. So next turn, man, I don't really know exactly what we do here. I can play Mox Opal. I think I want to just run out another Scrap Trawler. Oblivion Stone, okay. Okay, so there's the Spire, which means that we can start to do some stuff this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not really happy about that. I may just play the Scrap Trawler here. We're not going to be producing a ton of mana, so the Inventor Spare is not like the greatest thing in the world. Again, this is fine. We want him to... Oh, okay, he put it back in my hand. That's not exactly as fine as I wanted it to be. I'll pay life. We'll just make white here. Draw another card. Okay, there's another land. So if he destroys one of my lands, we're fine. Swing 1. So I mean, if he spends his entire turn cracking the Oblivion Stone, that's going to be okay-ish. It's not going to be the greatest thing in the world. Okay. I mean, he's got his O-Stone. Is there a way that we can... Is there a way we can go off here? I think I need to find some... I think I need to set up a little bit more. But before I do that, I'm just going to play the scrap trawler. More counter. Okay. Again, we do not care about counter spells here. Like, we're totally okay with these cards going to the graveyard. So, Ancient Stirrings. Engineered Explosives. I think I want the Walking Ballista. It's, look at that, Teshar. Okay. We'll go to combat and just hit him. Late night, you like it. Sneaky, sneaky, right? What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? We need to find an Arcbound Ravager. If we find Arcbound Ravager, we can go off. We need a couple more cards. Like we need to play Magic like we're some kind of fair deck for a moment, and then from there we'll just all of a sudden no longer be a fair deck. So the opponent is getting to the point where he's got so much mana. You're contemplating submitting your Goblin Trimmers deck for the next Sub Sunday. Goblin Village, as you call it. You RuneScape players get what you mean. See, yeah, I never played RuneScape. There's a Darksteel Citadel. That's, I mean, we can kind of go for a mini. I mean, he's got 3 cards in hand. He has countered quite a few things. We might be able to get this Teshar off. We'll try to play this Teshar. Okay, Teshar resolved. So I'm gonna cast Mox Opal, and like we'll make him activate that O Stone with this, and then I'll keep the Teshar Walking Ballista for next turn. Alright, so I want to go Bear Ruin, Mox Opal, sacrifice, yeah, sacrifice both the Mox Opal and the Chromatic Star. We'll put the Chromatic Star stack on first. We'll get back Mox Opal. Yeah, we still got to worry about this O Stone here, though. There's an Ancient Stirrings. We still get to hit him for a few. So he blocks, takes 2, and then of course he'll O-Stone this coming turn, which again, we're okay with that. Repeal, alright. Alright, so now he O-stones, wipes the board, and then we try to set up again. When he kills Scrap Trawler, I think the plan's gonna be to get back Chromatic Star. So yeah, it's modern goblins with Krinko, the Lord or Mob Boss or whatever, and the goal is just to make a bunch of goblins with Krinko and kill the opponent with impact trimmers. I remember something like that being in Standard. Oh my goodness! So he's going to Mindslaver me. Ouch, opponent. Alright, well, you got me, opponent. You got me. Yeah, so he's going to control my next turn. I don't think he can play many of my cards. Like that, we don't really have a lot of May abilities. Alright, so he's tapping all my manas. At least we don't have Arcbound Ravager yet. So that's a thing. How do you play my hand here, opponent? I'm assuming he plays out my Teshar, which will instantly get back Scrap. Okay, Walking Ballista. Alright. So he's going to play my Walking Ballista, which will give me an extra Scrap Trawler back. Okay, opponent. Now, I don't think he needs to shoot any. Like, he doesn't want to put this in the graveyard. So I assume he doesn't attack. Or he does. Okay. He blocks. Yeah, we're not in control. He mind-slavered us, so we're just kind of sitting back, chilling. Yeah. Yeah, there was an impact trimmers, but I don't think Krinko was in the deck. I don't believe they were in the Standard at the same time, but I remember an impact trimmers deck. So, aww, there's an Ichor Wellspring. Okay, well, he didn't get anything for me. I assume if he's smart, he'll play Mox Mox. He did not. Okay. Cracking that O-Stone's not going to be as promising for him as he thinks it will be. I mean, yeah, he put in some work to get rid of that Psy. He's got Tron online, multiple power plants. So, I mean, he can produce... Like, Ugin would be the most devastating thing that could happen here. Bam! Alright, so... 2 or less. So, I'm going to take Chromatic Star. 2 or less, I'm going to take Chromatic Star. 2 or less, I'll take Walking Ballista. Terrarian. Right. So I mean, we're gonna get some cards back here. It was a good O-Stone, right? It was a really good O-Stone. Talisman of Dominance. Okay. he 100% needs to have a counter for Teshar. There's a walking ballista. So I'm just going to play Scrap Trawler. I mean, if we make him just play out his hand and then we slam Teshar, we could probably just go off. Sure. I'm going to play Terrarian, Chromatic Star. I want to play Mox, but I'm not going to. I could play Mox into Chrome Star, but I'm just not going to yet. The opponent's only got the one card left in hand. Put target. What does Academy Ruins do? Put target artifact in your graveyard on top of your library. Okay, so and he targeted Mindslaver. Okay, well, that's pretty good, opponent. So he'll play his Mindslaver. He will. So, like, is he trying to get us on a Mindslaver lock? Which he probably already does. Like, he probably has a Mindslaver lock going on. Yeah. Well, have at it, opponent. Have at it. Don't play Teshar. I guess he won't play Teshar. The Mindslaver lock, he'll just basically use our lands to just kill us. Mox Opal. Mox Opal. Sacking Mox Opal. Yeah, Mindslaver is going to be a problem. I don't think he plays my Teshar. I think he's got us in a Mindslaver lock. Yeah. I mean, because he can just keep putting Mindslaver back on top. So we're gonna go with Dampening Sphere, Nature's Claim, and then I'm gonna get rid of Engineered Explosives and probably Master Thopterus here, maybe 2 Terrarians. And go like that. Defense Grid is probably also something that I want in the deck. So we'll just get rid of both Terrarians. Yeah, there we go. And I'll just play Defense Grid. I mean, he's got a lot of counters, so I mean, if we can get down to Defense Grid, maybe that'll help. Maybe I should have brought in some anti-hate. But I'm not really worried about a lot of cards that most people would play against us. This is not a bad hand. I'm going to keep. We're land off of well, we can play our Defense Grid on 2, and then just kind of go from there. So we'll just pass the turn, play Defense Grid, and see what happens. Oh, there's another Spire. So if he has a 1-mana counter, that will be pretty good against us. Otherwise, we're just going to start putting in the Ichor Wellsprings, just playing as much draw as we possibly can. Um, we're gonna Ancient Stirrings first. And with Ancient Stirrings, it looks like we're gonna need what, one more land? We could go with the Mox Opal. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the Opal. And then we'll Ichor Wellspring. Okay, we drew a Horizon Canopy. I'll pass. Treasure Mage. Okay. We do need to try to get set up as quickly as possible. We need to get some creatures in our graveyard, that sort of thing. Which is the big thing about this deck is I really want to hit some more. I want to find a way to put more control spells in the deck, or more ways to dump cards in my graveyard. I mean, so I don't want to play this Teshar. I don't know how he would be able to deal with it, but I don't want to play it yet. So I'm just going to Ichor Wellspring. Okay, that's pretty decent. So we'll Ancient Stirrings. Ooh, Dampening Sphere will probably buy us a ton of time. Maybe I should have gotten something else. I am going to play the Mox Opal now. And we'll just pass the turn. So now we've got out Defense Grid and Dampening Sphere, so this is going to be a slightly drawn out game. We do need to start hitting our creatures. We'll play our land. We'll play Chrome Star. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So Chromatic Star, I mean, yeah, he's trying to counter it. Seems like that's going to be difficult. Yeah, I'll pay 0 for it. I mean, I'm guessing he just wanted to scry to. Now I'm gonna play Chrome Star for 2 mana. And then we'll funnel a colored into a green. Sack Chrome Star. There's a metallic mimic. Okay. So we're starting to get somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another card here. And we will sacrifice Horizon Canopy and pass the turn. Having the plains means that we just really don't need Horizon Canopies anymore. So, you missed the notification. Oh well, at least you're here now. Well, welcome, Rocker. Glad you could make it, man. I wanted to play a little bit of Modern, and I was like, might as well go live. I started that late night show a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know, I'll just make this my thing when I want to get on and just play some late night Magic and hang out. And so I'm not just sitting here in my office like playing, talking to no one. It's boring to not play Magic with people. So Nature's Claim. Okay, so that could be beneficial. I think I want to Buried Ruin here. Get back a Chrome Star. And then I will just cast Metallic Mimic as my first spell this turn. And then we'll just pass, and then we can hold up Nature's Claim on his turn. At least Metallic Mimic can stop this Treasure Mage beats. Roman. Alright. Okay, well, I mean, we'll take a little bit more here. Worm Coil Engine. I think I'll Nature's Claim. Oh, wait. I can't Nature's Claim it. That's okay. That's okay. We need to draw some cards. So, we'll just play the Metallic Mimic again. We'll call Constructs. Now we'll go Chromatic Star. It's going to cost 2. And we'll funnel 1 into it. We got a Horizon Canopy. I've already put for the turn. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of our turn. Unfortunately, the dampening, like, we're just not hitting any of our creatures, which is highly unfortunate. I mean, the deck has quite a few creatures in it. I'm just not hitting them, so. Ugh, Tron, yeah, it is. Like, Tron is gross. Does the deck run any one of Islands? Just because Blood Moon and even Field of Ruin are still very much a thing. Okay, so because we have spheres and terrarians and things like that, we can normally produce mana even if everything was a mountain. We can normally produce most of our colored mountains, so our colored mana. So I just don't think that. Yeah, and Mox. You're right. And we've got Mox, so. The Relic of Progenitus is probably going to be pretty mean. I'm just going to kill Worm Coil here. Probably just shut down the Relic. Another Nature's Claim. I'm just gonna try to shoot down the Relic right now. Exile all cards. Yeah. That's a thing, opponent. That's a thing. I'm going to go ahead replay Defense Grid for 2. And then I'm going to play Chrome Star for 3. And pass. I mean, we do still have to worry. Like, we're pretty much beat. Like, Tron's pretty much beat us here. Grinding out Homework Rocker. That's a thing. I remember college. So I'm just going to play Teshar. And then draw a card. It's a scrap trawler. I mean, we've already cast the spell, so scrap would cost 4. We really, really just need to hit a an Arcbound Ravager. Arcbound Ravager would be so good. If he has a way to deal with it, this Teshar, we're just done for anyway. Echoing Truth. Okay. Well, thanks for the game, Tron. Appreciate it. You actually had some really good cards against us, so that was a thing. So I'm just gonna host another one. We're gonna play another one. Your class was canceled? Well. Well, see, I'm not worried about the lifelink token. I'm actually more worried about the Death Touch token. Oh, man, this is all amazing hand. It's not horrible. I'm not fond of double Inventor's Fair. Inventor's Fair itself has not been as impressive in this deck as it has been in the KCI deck. I'm going to keep it, though. Because I can always tap Inventor's Fair, play the other Inventor's Fair. Okay. So, don't really have a lot, lot of action here. Ooh. Getting burned. That's pretty good because that's going to allow us to Ichor Wellspring, and then we can Mox Opal to Ancient Stirrings. So that actually helped us a lot. Now we have Metalcraft, and we can use that to Ancient Stirrings into something like a Scrap Trawler or something like that. Man, this is... Hey Layla, how you doing, girl? It's my dog. So yeah, we have the Arcbound Ravager, Inkmoth Nexus. Like, that's a thing. We could do that. Chromatic Star seems pretty decent. Just, I mean, I could also just Terrarian. They're both going to draw me a card. Terrarian would give me more. I don't know. I'll just Chrome Star. We'll go any order. And then we don't have anything else we want to cast this turn, so I'm just going to pass, and then next turn we'll play Arcbound Ravager. And if he spends too much on too much burn to my face, then he may just die to an Arcbound Ravager. You can also sack the Arcbound Ravager, put all those counters on. Wow, we're just getting burned out here. You got 1 mana and we're just getting burned out. Oh, goodness. This looks terrific. Alright, so I am going to Arcbound Ravager here. Then I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and eat this Ichor Wellspring. There's a Horizon Canopy. I do not want to be using that. So that's actually really bad in this matchup. I will... Ichor Wellspring again. Another Inventor's Fair? Really? Walking Ballista is not horrible. Alright. Well, I will pass. So, Arcbound's in a pretty good position right now. Worst case scenario, I'll just eat the Mox. Or eat the Darksteel. Yeah, we could just eat Darksteel Citadel. Like, having all the Inventor's Fairs are horrible. Wow, he's just going to scope. He's going to scoop. Just not hitting land, run out of burn, and now he's like, well, I can't beat the Ravager. I seen green-white. Have I tried out Hangerback Walker? Yes, I have. I have tried out Hangerback Walker. It has been in a couple versions of the deck. May even put it back in the deck. It is a construct. Works really well. I had it in the deck as my other like finisher. So Hangerback's actually a really good card, and I may end up putting it back in the deck. I ended up taking it out of the deck for an additional copy of Engineered Explosives. But any of the 0 cost works great. Like pretty much go off with your 0 cost artifacts. So Hangerback Walker's pretty decent. So I don't think that I want Defense Grid, and Snaring Bridge probably isn't that great. I seen white. I assume that he's got some way to deal with that. So I'm going to take out a couple Ichor Wellsprings, and then a couple Terrarians. It should probably just be like all Terrarians, but I actually find the Ichor Wellspring works less effective in this deck than it does in KCI. In KCI, it represents 4 mana. In this deck, it's hard to cast because you want to play Teshar and then go off the exact same turn that you played Teshar. So, this is going to be rough. I am going to keep it. Goblin Guide. Come on, give me a land. Yep, trigger. Terrarian on top. That's not bad. I'll play the Terrarian. Even though I can't sack it, I'll play it. I mean, it's the card he knows about. We do have to worry about these Goblin Guides. Eidolon of the Great Rebel. Well, that's gonna be a problem. How much damage do we take here, right? I mean, I'm going to take some damage on. Yeah, Eidolon's going to be whipping on me pretty hard. He is going to swing with the Eidolon. I will go for the block. I'm going to sacrifice sacrifice an artifact here, and I assume that he's going to burn. I'm going to sacrifice another. I mean, Arcbound Ravager's not bad. But that Eidolon, I really can't beat that card. Yeah, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. That kind of makes up for the damage we had to take off the Eidolon. This is horrible, though. So I'm going to play another Arcbound Ravager. I'm going to play Horizon Canopy, take another damage, play Chrome Star. Okay, more lightning bolts going there, and not to my face. I like it. And now we're just kind of hoping we get one more land to go for Teshar. Stony Silence? Well, he must think that we're KCI or something. We can beat Stony Silence. I think. I think we can beat Stony Silence. Alright, so Inventor's Fair. I'll get back Arcbound Ravager. We'll get back another Arcbound Ravager. And then we'll just pass. Now, we can't activate these Arcbound Ravengers or anything, which is unfortunate. But I think we can beat the... Monastery Swiftspear. He's got one card left in hand. Let's cancel that. Block here, and I'm going to block here. Okay. We need like Teshar off the tip or something. Terrarian. I don't think Terrarian's going to do it. Scrap Trawler's a good one. Oh no, we can't even cast Scrap Trawler. Well, he's got one card left in hand. We'll see what happens here. Two cards left. One was a land. I'm going to take it. It's probably really, really risky. Lightning Helix. That's 3, right? We'll be 1. He has 0 cards left in hand. We're back at 2. Ancient Stirrings is not bad. Alright, so... Scrap Trawler. I mean, the difference between 2 and 1 don't seem very great to me, so I'm gonna... There's that Nature's Claim. There's the Nature's Claim. Alright, so I'll just skip Chromatic Star. And, I mean, if he's got a burn, we die. He top decks a burn, we're done. There's a Monastery Swiftspear. That's not a burn card. So we can block Swiftspear. Come on, Nature's Claim. Ink Moth Nexus. Just play the Terrarian, play the Chrome Star, pass. I mean, he's got to get to a burn eventually here. Goblin Guide. No swing. All right, we're back up to 3 life. Arcbound Ravager. So what would be good here? I think I just play Arcbound Ravager. Pass. So we can't use our activated abilities. What's up, Crew Fix? Jeez, man, it's been a while. How you doing? I mean, he's got to get to a burn spell eventually, right? Sorry. Still no swings. Okay. I'm going to sacrifice Horizon Canopy to draw a card. We get a Buried Ruin. We'll gain another life. Play Buried Ruin. And this seems really, really good. Okay, so if I sacrifice Buried Ruin and get back Engineered Explosives, we're going to tap Inventor's Fair, Inkmoth Nexus, and I want to keep enough mana to activate Inkmoth Nexus if he gets to the point where he wants to swing. Silly burn deck. Oh my goodness. No, it's not EDH. This is modern. Yeah, there's multiple. Oh goodness. Yeah. So this is gonna be fun. All right, we're back up to 5 life though, guys. Trawler too. All right, so I'm gonna go blue, white, Engineered Explosives. No, whoa, 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 undo, undo, undo. Engineered Explosives on 1. And then we're gonna go colorless. Oh, I can't activate it. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a thing. I'll keep the new one here. And then we'll just play another Scrap Trawler. So now we've got to find a way to deal with the Grim Lavamancer, or I forgot about it. We just can't activate an explosive because Stony Silent. Okay, well. So I take it he's going to start shooting me. Yep. Alright, so we're dead next turn, so we have to top deck. We have to top deck our one answer here, our Nature's Claim. Did not get it. We did not get a Nature's Claim, ladies and gentlemen. No Nature's Claim. Maybe I should have been swinging with my ink glasses. Alright, just getting in there. Boom. Right? Yeah, maybe that's what I should have been doing. Send a message. Alright, well, let's go to game 3. Yeah, just no engineered... Like, I was thinking engineered explosives would work in that situation. It does not. So, that's a thing. I mean, Ensnaring Bridge wouldn't be bad if I could get my hand empty, but this deck's kind of hard. Like, that's really for, like, Eldrazi. I think we just run it back the way it is. We know he's got Stony Silence. So, engineered explosives may not be the greatest thing in the world. But he has to have it, right? He has to have it. Otherwise, we engineered explosives for 1 and wipe his board. We'll see. Alright, so we would love to go first. Nature's Claim, Nature's Claim. Seems a bit slow. All the inventor players in the world. I can't keep that hand. Can't keep this one either. Oh no, not like this. Alright, well, we're going to try to keep this. That's like the most horrible hand in the or land in the world to put on top. So I'm just gonna bury that. And then we'll just turn one Ancient Stirrings. And we're just looking for stuff like that. Arcbound Ravager. So that's a 2-drop. Hopefully he'll come out with a Goblin Guide, hand us some more land. I mean, maybe not come out with a Goblin Guide. Maybe that's the greatest thing in the world. Taylor Swift Spear. Putting out those platinum records. So we'll go Arcbound. Pass. Stomping Grounds. Eidolon. I think I eat Taylor Swift Spear here. I mean that was horrible. I don't like the fact that I did that. But it's what I had. Maybe I should have even attacked right there. I mean, maybe we can be aggressive. I definitely think we got to try. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that Eidolon's going to be a problem. Oh, I probably should have sacked Arcbound to Arcbound to just counter the effect. Come on, land. I mean, this is an enchantment creature. I could have destroyed the Eidolon there. With this hand, maybe we should have done that. Like this is costing me a lot of damage here. Is it 3 or less? Converted mana cost 3 or less. That's pretty brutal. So if he casts one more, Lightning Bolt. We're at 2. I assume he has a way to Lightning Bolt me again. Good old burn. Yeah, I should have killed the Eidolon. And then just played out all my creatures. I actually think the deck needs more creatures. Goblin Guide. Why would you play that? Like, wouldn't you only play that if you didn't have another burn? And we're dead. GG, opponent. GG. Well, maybe we go back to the drawing board. Man, burn is just so brain dead. Yeah. I don't like the idea of burn. I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna play one more. Like, I've got to learn these matchups. I got to learn like how they plan on attacking me, what to look out for. Like now I know that I need to look out for Eidolon of the Great Rebel, which means Galvanic Blast has to come in. Things like that. We want to keep aggressive hands against burn, that sort of thing. This is a really, really good hand. We can sculpt our hand pretty well here. So, and then like they use their removal spells early on our Metallic Mimic, going ahead and putting that in the graveyard where we want it. Again, we do want our creatures to get countered, to get killed, things like that. Putting them in the graveyard, get opponent's hand, and you know feeds our theme. So we're just gonna Ancient Stirrings. We've got 3 mana, so I think I just take the Walking Ballista. We'll go in order here. So probably going to Metallic Mimic, Walking Ballista, depending on what the opponent does. I mean, if he uses this 1 mana for anything, then I'm going to cast Metallic Mimic, Walking Ballista next turn. If he Springleaf Drum, okay, so this is going to be some type of combo deck as well. Yeah. So we're gonna go Metallic Mech, Construct, play Ballista for free, pass, and then next turn we can play Arcbound Ravager and like Chromatic Star or something. It broke my heart that Arcbound Ravager was a beast, not a construct. Like I didn't even realize it wasn't a construct. So Meek Thopter Factory, oh boy. You hate Ensnaring Bridge, but only because of Lantern Control. I think Ensnaring Bridge is a really good counter spell to use against, or sideboard card against in a lot of decks. Again, I'm not real big on Modern, so I could just be wrong, but there's that Thopter Foundry. Okay. So sacrifice a non-token artifact, create a Thopter. And he's got Moorland Haunt. These are all major things. Memnite. Gonna go Arcbound Ravager here. Ancient Stirrings. I'm really thinking about Inkmoth Nexus here and just go for the one-shot kill. But that might be really hard as well. I guess we just take the Engineered Explosives. And then I'll attack. Like, engineering explosives on 1 seems like it'd be the thing to do here, like destroying the Springleaf Drum. Okay, so I'm just going to, like, instead of hitting him, I'm just going to make my Arcbound Ravager a little bit larger. Again, we can always get the Walking Ballista back. So that's not a huge deal. Memnite. What a thing. So now he can tap his Memnite, produce a mana of any color. Sword of the Meek. So what do we really want to do here? Destroy the... Like, is he infinite here? Or only based on the number of mana he has? Can he only do this as many times as he has mana? Yeah. Okay. So... and then I'll just play Terrarian. I'm just going to sacrifice Terrarian, draw a card. There's Teshar, which means we could almost go off next turn. I guess we just wait. Yeah, I think we just wait. Yeah, I'm just going to wait. Watery Grave. Alright, so he's got a lot of mana. He can do this quite a few times. Although we have Engineered Explosives on 0, which means we can kill all the Thopters. So it makes as many Thopters as he has every turn, or as he has mana every turn. Okay. Well, that seems good. We need to just draw a bunch of land. Are we dead next turn? There's land. I wonder how much control he's got. I'm gonna see if we can just Teshar and then pass, and if we live one more turn, we can probably just go ham. We'll see. I assume that at the end of his turn, he's going to just make a ton of dudes. Or at the end of my turn, he makes a ton of dude. Standard crew fix, standard knights, standard or guild standard. Thirst for knowledge. Okay. So I assume he's looking for some like way to make this infinite. Is there a way to make it infinite? Nihil Spellbomb. I'm glad he didn't have that. Okay, so he's going to start sacrificing the Sword of the Meek. Produce a dude. Tap a dude, make another dude. We got a dude tapping a dude, making another dude who's making a dude. Okay. We need to find Scrap Trawler off the top so bad it is silly. Because we got a little combo deck of our own here. You think it's safe to block? I think I'm going to try it. Alright, we're at 12. Let's see what he does. Laybearer of the Heart. Okay. Non-legendary from it. Okay. Well, I mean, he gets a Chrome Star or Terrarian. Seems fine. We just want to draw. Draw, draw, draw. Labor of the Heart. What a... Man, this land was so good when it was in Standard. Oh, man. It was in a deck called Haunted Humans. Oh, my goodness. That land... Oh, my goodness. It destroyed everything. Creates knights, pumps them if unaddressed, and if they're destroyed. That one's... Okay. I mean, knight seems good. He's got a scrap trawler. Oh. Well, we're going to go... Terrarian. We're going to get back Walking Ballista. I'm going to sacrifice that, and then we're going to play I guess Chromatic Star. We'll get back our Metallic Mimic again. Call Construct again. Now I'm just going to start eating Terrarians and Chrome Stars. Ooh, there's a Scrap Trawler. There's a Scrap Trawler. Can we survive one more turn? I don't know. Do we even have to survive one more turn? Alright, so... I'm going to shoot him for 1. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. Like, just see what happens. I mean, he's tapped out. If we were ever going to have a turn, this is it. So we'll play the Scrap, or that will get the Walking Ballista back, which will enter the battlefield, make a dude. We're going to remove a counter. We're going to shoot that. Then we're going to sacrifice Metallic Mimic. And when we sacrifice Metallic Mimic, we're going to get back Walking Ballista. And then we'll play Walking Ballista for free, which will get back the Metallic Mimic. We'll call Construct. We will remove this, shoot him, and we're just going to do this until, like, we're infinite right now, so we've got him. Unless he's got a Fatal Push, right? I may start sacrificing this Scrap Trawler so I don't have to do this. Yeah, I'm just going to sacrifice Scrap Trawler. I mean, it works the same way. As long as we sacrifice something, a creature with 1 converted mana cost, then we're good. Like, we could even just sacrifice Arcbound Ravager if we wanted to, but I don't want to. So we're just going to keep getting back... Keep getting back our Ballista, casting our Ballista. Hey, it's working. Couple more times here, ladies and gentlemen. Couple more times. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. This deck's so much fun when it works. So now for the last one here, we will sacrifice Arcbound Ravenger to his own ability. Right, and then we put all the counters on the Walking Ballista, and we'll get back, I don't know, Terrarian. Yeah, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's kind of like it. It's funny that it was letting me finish the stack. Didn't think Teshar could have modern applications. Possibly it can, possibly it can't. I mean, I don't know if Teshar will have modern capabilities or not, but I mean, we'll see. So Nature's Claim probably, maybe even Ensnaring Bridge. Tormod's Crypt's probably pretty good. Like catch that in the grave, right? I think it's Nature's Claim that I want though. So I'm gonna take out the Ichor Wellsprings. Again, I think they're the weakest card in this deck. Just because they're really hard to cast. Like, you want to be able to cast something the exact same turn that you play Teshar. I could also bring in one Ironworks just in case I think that he's ready for Teshar. We can always go search up the Ironworks if the game goes late. So that's why there's that's why there is an Ironworks in the deck. I don't actually like bringing in Ironworks and taking out I mean, this would be an Ironworks hand, right? It's a horrible hand, though, so I'm going to mulligan it. This is a little better. I'll keep this. Arcbound Ravenger. I think we can put that on the bottom and maybe draw something else. So, we'll see. Nahil Spellbomb, so he's wanting to remove our graveyard as well. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going the graveyard tactic, though. Our deck can just simply beat someone down, so... Ooh. Well, that makes things different. I was going to play the Darkspell Citadel into the chromatic card, but I think now we're going to go... And a third land looks good. So does Mox Opal. I think I want the Mox Opal. So now we'll just pass, and then now we can go Chrome Star, Mox, and then get ready for Psy. There's his Thopter Foundry. There's a Terrarian. Okay, so I'm actually just going to go, yeah, Chrome Star, Terrarian, and then we'll pass. We're going to show him that we can make Thopters too. So we're still open to just draw a land next turn. Oh, he's going to sack it now. Maybe even tap out, draw a card. Wow, I love it. I love it. That is not a land. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and play Psy Master Thopterus. Cancel. And we'll do it like this. Hopefully he doesn't have removal for the Psi Master Thopterist. If he doesn't have removal, then we'll start our artifacts. Probably even going to Metallic Mimic Calling Thopters. No, we won't. We'll Metallic Mimic Calling Constructs so that we can just play more. Ratchet Bomb. That's okay. I mean, if he... Yeah. Okay, so... I think I'm going to Arcbound Ravager here. We'll make a Thopter. Then I'll use Arcbound to eat a Chrome Star. Walking Ballista, okay. Let's go ahead, eat the Terrarian as well. One more land would be terrific. Now it doesn't matter because we had to use the... Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, I can just get the Forest. Forest looks pretty good here. And then we will just attack. Get in there, Sai. You go do your thing. You do the thing, Sai. You do it. Like, I'm debating on destroying the Thoptery Foundry. I think that's the right play. I mean, if we can pop the Thopter Foundry, then we should be alright. I mean, we give him a lot of life for that, though, but I think we'll be okay. Because next turn, we're looking at... Okay, he's putting charge counters. This is all kind of okay. Another Spell Bomb. He's got a lot of Spell Bombs. We've seen... So these are like main board for him. I guess he just doesn't care about Dredge. We know he's not going to pop it on one. Draw cards. Alright, so he exiles my graveyard. Pooey. They're all gone. At least he can't make all of his Thopters. Like, he's got to draw back into that. There's a Terrarian. Definitely just going to... I'll take the one. And again, I'm going to call Constructs. Play the Terrarian. We'll see Terrarian. We get a Darksteel Citadel. We can play that. We will play Walking Ballista for free. Then we'll play another Walking Ballista for free. And then just attack. Yeah, I mean, if he blocks that, we just eat it. Okay, well, this is where we're at. Looks like a affinity adjacent. Something like that, maybe. Well, I'm expecting him to just like ratchet bomb this on 2 and kill Ravager. If he does try to kill the Arcbound Ravager, then I'm just going to eat like everything and put it on the Walking Ballista. So we'll eat Metallic Mimic, we'll eat as many Thopters as possible, we'll turn all of them into counters for Walking Ballista. And then we'll just create a... Okay, so now he's probably not going to do it on 2, so I assume that he's going to try to get rid of... he's going to scoop it up. Yeah, he's going to scoop to that, because that's... Yeah, that's the thing. Well, we got 1 game to go properly. I definitely think that engineering on 0 would hurt. Not really. I mean, if he engineered on 0, then we just eat absolutely everything, put that on the Walking Ballista, then just like shoot him for 15 or something like that. I mean, we had 4 already on Arcbound Ravager. I had like 4 or 5. I could eat the Mimic. We had enough mana to actually sack 2 of them to draw a card with Psy. I don't know. It probably would have hurt, but yeah. But I think we still would have been big enough to like hurt him. So yeah, yeah, we could eat it all for counters, throw it all on a ballista, like, and then sacrifice the Arcbound Ravager to put it all on the Walking Ballista. Shoot him with the Walking Ballista. I don't know. No, you're not, Jack. It's a convoluted deck that is. I'm still trying to understand it, and I built it. I know the idea of it, but I really want to... I want to turn these 3 cards into something else. Like, I think I need some way to just churn through my deck and throw the cards I don't need into the graveyard and get things in the graveyard a little bit quicker. So, either way, that's about all I've got for tonight, guys. It's 1:30 in the morning. I just wanted to, play a little bit. I know you guys have been asking me, what are you playing in your spare time? What are you playing when you're just trying to have fun? And right now I'm finding, Standard to be in a little bit of a lull. So I'm just trying to have fun, like trying to learn the modern format a little bit. I did build this crazy little deck that is probably not that great. I should probably just be learning how to play KCI instead. For those of you that don't know what KCI is, it is this card, Krark Clan Ironworks. So yeah, I should probably just be learning how to play KCI, but I think that some of the things I learn in Teshar will help me with the KCI deck, or help me when I start playing KCI. So anyway, guys, my name's Eric. You've been watching Sideboardmtg. That's all I've got for tonight. Those of you doing homework, things like that. Hope you get everything finished, and everybody have a good night. It was fun. We'll see you next time.